Hey guys, HardlyBriefDan here with a quick Unity tip for you. Today we're going to look at how to import fonts and how to add outlines and shadows to your UI text. So it's pretty easy. The first thing to import a font, you need to download a font. I like using defonts.com, and the font that we're going to be looking at today is this one. But here's defont.com. They got tons and tons of fonts that you could definitely search through and find one for your liking. They have different types of licenses, so make sure that you're looking at the type of license for your project. But this is the font we're going to be using, and all you need to, when you find one you like, you can just hit the download button. So download, and it comes in a zip file. You see, I've actually already have downloaded a few times. But it comes in a zip file, and you can open that zip file up, and you'll see a TTF file and a text file. The text file usually just explains their license and what you need to do to use their font. And then, of course, you go ahead and extract the TTF file, and you can grab it and just drag it into your game or into your project. So here we have the font, and I just dragged it into the TTF file. I haven't changed anything. You can change its font size, how it's rendered, the type of characters, and you can change its name. It's really up to you. If you want to change any of that, I'm going to leave it as default now, but if you need to make your default font size smaller, go ahead and do that. What I also like to do is like to create a folder here for fonts. It's not a unique folder, but I like to keep myself more organized. So here I have the font in the fonts folder, and now we're going to create the canvas and check out the UI text effects. They're pretty cool. So we're going to be looking at the shadow and the outline today. So first thing is I'm going to go up to create in the hierarchy here, and I'm going to create a new button. So it's going to automatically generate a canvas for us, an event system. Let's go into scene view, and we can zoom in on this button. I'm in 2D mode just so that it's flat and it's easier to work with. I'm going to use the rect tool so that we can just outline the entire shape. And to change the text, it's extremely simple. All we need to do is find the text object, which is here. We got the game object that is a child of the button that has a text component on it. And you see under character where it says font, we can just click the little search button up here and grab our font, or you can drag the font if you want as well from your project folder. But here we have the font. You see it's already there. And I'm going to set canvas to pixel perfect, and then I'm going to come back to text, and we're going to work on, we can change the font size, we can change its color if you want. So I'm going to make it white actually, so we can see the outline and shadow better. So I've made the text white now, and the first thing we're going to add is an outline. So the way you do that is you go to Add Component, you go to UI, and you go to Effects. And here we have 3 effects. We're going to look at Outline first. So we've added the outline here. You can faintly see it, I'm sure, on YouTube. The first thing I like to do is set the alpha all the way to 255 and make it pitch black, right? So we have pitch black and this alpha set to 255. And I like to adjust the effect distance. So the effect distance is basically how far the effect is going to move up, down, left, or right. So X, Y, and Z, or excuse me, X and Y on the XY axis. So you could do 1 and 1, which is a pretty thin. I like doing 2 and 2 with this font. Makes it a thicker outline. It's not the prettiest outline. We can make the button bigger. Oh, let me grab the entire button. Basically, the outlines tend to look better when the font's a lot larger. So if you're using an extremely tiny font in your project, the outlines might not show up as well. You might want to tend to use a shadow. But it's just start playing around with it and find one that fits your project. So here we can change the button color still. We can change the outline color as much as we want. So we make it red. And then, so that's basically the shadow. Again, you can change the effects all you want. You can add it so it stretches it in the X, or it inverts it. It's really up to you. Let's look at the shadow now, though. The shadow's pretty cool. It kind of can add like a popping effect to your UI text, so it kind of make it looks like it's almost 3D. So here we have the shadow effect again, and the same idea. I like to change the alpha to 255 and keep the color black just so that it's easy to see. And here we can just start expanding it. You see it's growing up. This is the shadow of the button, so it kind of looks like the button text is kind of facing outward. You can move it towards the bottom some, and then you could bring it to the right. So now we go to game view, we kind of look like the button text is popping out, and we don't need the button. Just remember that we can just use the text by itself, and you can put this text anywhere. It doesn't have to be on top of a button. This is just any text component within Unity, the new UI system. You can add these effects to it. So here we have a custom font with 2 custom UI effects, or just the Unity UI effects, and it makes the project look more like a complete project. So this is a quick video. I just want to show you guys how to add an outline and a shadow to your UI text. I'll talk to you guys next time. Please like, subscribe, and comment.